Hi folks, let's digitize features and add photos to those features in ArcGIS Pro. I have a project, a Pro project, and I'm going to go to my catalog and look at my geodatabase. I've got some things in my geodatabase. Okay, what do I want to do with that? I want to define and create a feature class. I'm going to keep it pretty simple for the purposes of this demonstration, but I'm going to call it digitized points. Not the ideal name, but for the purposes of this demo, digitized points. I'm going to place 2 points in that featured layer, and then I'm going to add some photos to those points. Notice that I can, in ArcGIS Pro, create fields as well at the same time as I'm digitizing the locations of those points in my case. You could, of course, do lines and polygons as well. I'm going to open up the attribute table. But first I'm going to add the points via the locate tool. There are many ways to add points. I have another video on CSVs. I have another video on GPX files. Lots of ways. Field tools, field maps, survey123, lots of ways to get points, locations into a feature class. Here I'm just going to use the locate tool, and I'm going to say as I type in the XY coordinates in decimal degree format in this case, every time I type in the 2 coordinates, I'm going to say add to my feature class. And now I'm going to symbolize those points. I'm going to symbolize those points as notice you've got a lot of different capabilities here, and feel free to choose something appropriate. Those locations now are in their correct geographic locations because this is where I was actually conducting my field work in the wonderful Organ Mountains of southern New Mexico. And I'm going to offset those photos. I'm going to say they're on the ground. I'm going to offset them by 5 meters. That way, my photos and my points are going to float above the terrain. I explain this further in another video. Now I'm editing my table. And notice I'm keeping it pretty simple. It's just a directional view field that I'm adding. What direction was I facing when I was taking those photographs? Northeast in one case, north in another case. Okay, just for the purposes of this demonstration. I've got 2 points. I've got an additional field that I've added. Think outside the box. It may be pH, it may be soil erosion, it may be headcut erosion, it may be invasive species, weather, habitat, whatever you're mapping, water quality. You can use these same techniques. Okay, so I've got a very simple table, and I've got 2 points, and now I'm rotating the arrow, as you can see here, with the symbology in ArcGIS Pro based on the actual direction that I was facing. And now I'm adding attachments to those points. I have a set of photographs. I'm going to go to that folder and point to those photographs and add them to the digitized points. Now I've got the feature layer and I've got the photographs as attachments. Thanks. I hope that was helpful.